5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hello. And welcome to No Snaps Taken. We're going to redo that weekly college football show brought to you by experts in the college football field who have never played a snap or down of football in our entire lives. I am Oliver. I am one of your qualified hosts.
I'm Jack. Hello.
I am Bennett. Also hello.
Yes.
That's a great intro.
People know what we're about.
Yeah.
We're about taking things seriously.
This is a serious college football podcast.
This is not a comedy podcast.
College football is a serious sport.
If you laugh, that means that we failed.
Josh Pate is going to look like Joe Rogan in comparison to this podcast.
Are you saying Joe Rogan's like the pinnacle of comedian podcast?
No, I'm saying he's not serious at all. Because everybody just gets high on his show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we do, too.
Full disclosure, we have about 400 pounds of weed here with us today.
It is about waist high in this room. We run into a public library room.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time before we're kicked out.
Borderline drowning in weed.
It's not even a liquid.
I'm actually going to light it. Is that a bad idea?
We're going to hotbox this room.
Whoever has this room next after us.
You're welcome.
But we're not here to talk about weed.
No, we are not.
We are here to talk about the upcoming 2025 football season. We are 2 weeks, essentially. We're like somewhere around 2 weeks.
It's like a 1.5.
Yeah.
Basically 2 weeks.
We're really
very close to week 0.
And it has been a long time coming.
The 9 months in between is borderline worse than pregnancy.
I think it is, and that's
not
not a
borderline.
question.
It's infinitely worse.
3 men that are qualified to say this because we have waited through college football offseason, and they say pregnancy is bad, but you
you ever had no college football? And there were no spring games this year, so there wasn't even like mid-April to like have something good happen.
And after pregnancy, they get a baby. We get like a 6 and 7 season. So there's not.
Hopefully not.
Every year when college football starts again, there's always like the new transfers and where they've gone, what their teams are going to look like.
Yeah.
What are we excited about? What are we excited about this year?
I am excited specifically for the college football playoff seeding format. They changed it to straight seeding instead of that math equation of a.
They had like Einstein.
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about.
Figure out this.
I mean, they should have known that Boise State getting a bye in the Penn State played SMU and Boise State on the way to a college football playoff semifinal. But this year, I feel like it's going to be more real. Like the 12th seed's going to be bad. They are every year, but I don't know. It's looking a lot better this year.
Do the top 4 still have a bye?
Yes, which is not helpful.
No, because didn't every single top seed lose?
And everyone lost convincingly except for Arizona State.
Yeah.
Which is a mistargeting call / worst 4th down defensive call I've ever seen away from beating Texas.
Oh, that was such a bad game to watch.
Cam Scatterbo single-handedly.
Cam Scatterbo is insane.
Yeah, shout out to Cam. The New York Giants got a steal in the draft for that.
I said that it was a bad game to watch because I didn't like the result. That was by far the best playoff game that we had the entire playoffs. Because the playoff was
or Ohio State actually beating Texas. Because I hate Texas more than...
Texas does in fact suck.
God.
Yeah, it was like, no, I wasn't necessarily rooting for Ohio State because I was watching an $80 million football game in front of me in the playoff semifinal. But watching Jack Sawyer run it back was one of the more satisfying things I've seen in my long, long life.
Only to be that moment of Quinn Ewers looking up and seeing Jack Sawyer was only outdone by the one and only Mr. Mayo himself, Will Levis, actually weeping watching somebody return a pick 6 on him last year.
Did he want to go tackle him?
Have you seen that clip? No!
He was
distraught.
Will Levis has got to be the most back and forth quarterback I've ever seen.
The preseason, the pre-draft hype of Will Levis was very entertaining because he slowly crept up to people saying this guy might be the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
And then he dropped to the second round to the Titans.
Which I have a very, he's
Did he
on the
drop?
Titans.
Yeah, he dropped.
I have a very good friend who's a Titans fan, and my deepest condolences go out to you for past
everything.
20 years of just mediocre football.
Yeah, they had that 1 year with Derrick Henry, but that's the NFL.
Yeah.
Wasn't that like 2020?
We're not. That was like
2018,
close,
something like that. They lost to. Did they beat Tom Brady?
Yeah, they beat Brady, and then they beat the Ravens, and then they lost to somebody. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, but that's the NFL. We're not talking about the NFL.
Anyway, general excitements. I am excited that hopefully college football is wide open this year, outside of like a couple, like Ohio State's looking really good. Texas might be good, but I don't trust them to do anything. Jack looks skeptical.
I don't want to derail you, but I don't know. I've heard some intel that Arch Manning is not doing so great in practices. I heard that the defense is a little bit better than the offense over in.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, we heard very similar reports all of last spring through summer through fall camp that Jackson Arnold was struggling pretty mightily with the defense. Now that doesn't mean that Arch Manning is going to go on a generational bad season.
As much as, I mean,
I would hope
like that to happen,
right? I would like, yeah. But that doesn't. So it doesn't mean that Arch Manning is going to be terrible. It doesn't mean that Texas will be terrible. But it is. I don't know. At least in our beloved Oklahoma's case, that is what happened last year.
Well, they're not playing the toughest schedule in the country this year. They're playing.
It's a cakewalk.
They do get Georgia on the road this year. They lost to twice last year, might I say.
Which was hilarious.
And I think they get Florida on the road, right?
They're going to, they'll go to Tallahassee. They play, they go to Ohio State.
Tallahassee? Isn't that Florida?
It's Gainesville.
Oh, yeah, Gainesville.
That's Florida State. Florida State's. Ooh.
A lot of Florida State fans, Florida fans will be angry about that one.
Yeah, my bad. Did you know, speaking of Florida State, did you know that they have Thomas Castellanos as their quarterback?
Yeah. He said he didn't betray Boston College or something like that.
They wanted Thomas Castellanos.
Because he beat them last year. They had 10 choices at quarterback, all of the ones that beat them last year, and they chose him. I hear Bill O'Brien's heartbroken. I don't actually hear that. I don't get any Boston College intel.
Yeah, I don't.
I forgot they had a football team.
I don't know if they know that they have a football team.
I don't either.
No disrespect, though.
I'm sure they're fantastic at hockey. I'm sure their rivalry against Boston University is one of the greatest in all of college sports.
Yeah.
But to your point, Bennett, college football is kind of wide open. And like it or not, NIL and the portal have kind of opened up parity for the top teams in college football to get a different champion in there every year.
Yes.
Granted, a blue blood one last year, but, and the year before.
It's so frustrating to me that, like, the spirit of NIL is something that I am so for. Mm-hmm. Like, if you are a student athlete and you just want to go to, like Rattler, when he was here in 2021, he went to Canes. He went to Canes. He had, like, he had a car something. He had, like, a car deal. Mm-hmm. That's what it should be. It's like people...
Seeing local commercials with your players.
Yes, that's what it is in spirit of. You make money on the side like that. That's great. Yeah. It has become fully pay to play.
Yeah.
Like, it is. Yeah. Texas Tech will offer $5 million
to an offensive lineman
who hasn't played a single down of football yet.
Hey, Texas Tech has decided to start hurling cash in their sports department.
Didn't their starting pitcher in softball also, like, she's the first $1 million player in softball?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I want to say somebody on their basketball program is also making millions of dollars.
Probably.
Yeah. It's
whoever the owner is. I don't remember him.
It's a little unbelievable
by name.
Yeah,
but he's like a huge oil baron or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, go figure. So if you're in the South, you probably have something to do with oil.
Yeah. And it is fair. I mean, you might as well, right? Like, if you're allowed to do that, it's kind of stupid not to.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's kind of...
That's what we saw.
If your great-grandpappy ran to the land run and landed on a bunch of oil, and he's helped start Texas Tech University.
The land run was only in Oklahoma.
But like he might have migrated away. He might not have gotten any land.
He might have moved.
He might have gotten kicked out and forced to go to Lubbock, Texas, and he got a bunch of oil. And this was like, I'm gonna make them pay.
In hundreds of years, whenever this matters.
My great grandson is going to make Texas Tech a $40 million softball team.
The greatest part is that they will probably go like 8-4 at best in the Big 12.
It's the Big 12. Their range is 0-12 to 12-0.
Speaking of the Big 12, what do you think about the conference titles this year? Do you guys have any predictions? Or
For the Big 12 specifically? Absolutely.
We can go through all of that, but yeah.
I have no idea.
There's a lot of good
what's
teams.
What's going to happen in the Big
Conference
12
of chaos.
Baylor could win. BYU could win. I think Arizona State right now, just like, even though they lost Cam Scadaboo, they still have Jordan Tyson and
they got Sam Levitt at quarterback still.
They still have a really
he's kind
good
of a
team.
dog. If he can learn how to read a defense a lot better than he did.
To be fair,
you can say that about a lot of quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So.
He went up against a really good Texas defense, and he pretty well diced them up.
Yeah, well, so did Cam
Scadaboo.
Scadaboo.
When you don't have, like, the best player on the field, Cam Scadaboo.
Best quarterback, receiver, and running back.
Yeah. Do we think OSU bounces back after a defeated season?
They've got a decent.
They were so.
They were defeated. I think pretty clearly.
God, so they
0-9 in the Big 12 was crazy.
They were, and the game against Arkansas was so magical because they were down by like 3 scores or whatever, and they fought their way back and they won.
I listened to that game on the radio.
You suck.
It was electric.
I freaking hate you,
And then immediately you lose 9 straight games. How does that happen?
It is a confluence of events that Alan Bowman is your starting quarterback.
Which is, you're not going.
You
for
have
that.
no offensive coordinator.
Yep.
And your defense is so tired from being on the field all the time that you're going to get blown out by Jake Retzloff. Like, it's not...
Don't disrespect B.Y. Jew.
Let's change
He said he called himself that.
Let's change our turn of phrase of blown out by Jake Retzloff. I don't think you saw the allegations.
No.
BYU heard of this.
No, the allegations were dropped. He's not a criminal. He just had premarital sex, which breaks the BYU honor.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. What else is going on in BYU news? You're reading up on that?
Who's their quarterback, huh?
I have no idea at this point.
I knew Jake Retzloff. He was a national brand.
Yeah. Do they know who their starting quarterback is?
I
don't think they've announced a starter.
I don't follow any BYU
I like
insider
Mormons.
news.
They're fun. They're whack.
Yep.
They're crazy people. I
Yeah.
might have just
We
isolated
are all Mormons.
Yeah, we are.
I might have isolated our Mormon audience. I apologize.
But anyway,
Our deep Mormon.
our deep-rooted.
let's be clear, Mormons are 90% of our general audience.
Let's just be clear. All of our sponsorship is from the Church of Jesus Christ.
Hey,
But yeah, OSU, I feel like if you're an OSU fan, you should feel pretty
Mike Gundy made
excited.
changes.
Mike Gundy made
He
changes.
did.
Look at him. He's learning.
He brought in transfers. He got rid of his, I don't know, freaking...
his cinder block that was calling his offense.
best friend. Like, Casey Dunn and him have, like... There's got to be something that Casey Dunn knows about Mike Gundy.
Yeah.
For him to have been on the job for so long.
There's no way
He was
that
so
you can
bad.
keep a D1 job.
No.
It kind of feels like I know they're not related, but it kind of feels like a Bob Stoops, Mike Stoops situation. When
Yeah.
our defense has been so bad for so long.
It's just like, Bob, what do you... Wait.
I get it. He's your bubby, but my brother in Christ, we must make a change here.
We cannot keep giving up 50 points.
I don't know. It took till that Texas game in 2018 for them to be
All
like,
right, this is enough.
all right, the defense is...
I think
something's wrong.
Something's afoot.
I feel like Mike Stoops took the approach I do, calling defense on college football 26 whenever he's
Tampa 2. Tampa 2.
Because when it's no huddle, you just press one of the 4 buttons and he's like, let's hope this works out. Why are we in press coverage? Where's our cover?
Where's our deep safety?
I'm kidding. He
They're
doesn't-
5 wide.
He doesn't,
5 wide.
he doesn't know what any of that means.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's just... Yeah. But, I mean, if you're an Oklahoma State fan, you can take comfort in that. Apparently, you've got a really good player in Haas Haney.
Haas Haney?
Haas Haney.
That is is that?
Yeah, he's winning the Heisman this year.
He's a transfer or a incoming freshman or something like that.
Those tend to be the new players.
Yeah.
He's stupid.
He's a new player who's arrived after not being on the campus the last few years.
You dumb shit. Stop.
Yeah, so that's the Big 12. I've got a bold take for the SEC.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
I think
Oh, really? Tell us.
I think OU will compete for the SEC.
Yeah, I mean, the ranking, them being I don't think I've seen a disparity between the coaches poll and the AP poll where it's like one's 18 and the other one's unranked.
Yeah.
But I think people are discounting OU and even Florida. I mean, DJ Lagway is the biggest name in college football.
He needs to be healthy.
He's not, but he needs to be. People are discrediting them and making them worse than they actually are because they know their schedule's going to be so tough.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if OU can that schedule just doesn't get the best of us, it's toughly have a chance to compete for the SEC.
Yeah,
the talent is there.
We're a dark horse for the SEC.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll win it. I have South Carolina winning it all this year because I really like
South Carolina.
Really like Lenore Sellers.
I like Lenore Sellers.
Their
Their defensive ends are so good,
Yeah.
and Shane Beamer is a really good.
He's
head
a
coach.
really
They
good
should
coach.
not have been as good as they were last year.
No.
They flew under the radar
Yeah.
completely. And they started out with 3-3, and they were just like, let's win the rest of our games. They're like 2-3, right?
Yeah, they were not.
The LSU game, the refs blew that for them, and that cost them a playoff spot. But
I never ever want to attribute a loss solely to the refs.
it was
because
solely the refs.
Okay.
I watched the game.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
And there's a lot of other factors that go into it. So if OU loses, you will never hear me fully blame it on the refs.
Yeah, that's what I'm for.
Yeah, that's why Oliver's here.
Why do you think we went 6-7 last year?
They finished 9-3.
Competent offense.
Yeah, so if OU wants to do it, then your transfers have got to make a difference.
Navy was throwing around that government funding in the Armed Forces Bowl. That's why we lost.
Didn't we lose to a $0 NIL team?
I mean, if you think about it like that, but like they're heroes, you know?
They're heroes.
They're going to college for free, whether they're on scholarship or not, from football. So, like...
It's unbelievable that we hired a fullback to teach our quarterbacks how to throw the ball.
Seth Luttrell, amazing fullback for the 2000 season, was a team captain.
Yep.
You should not coach any sort of football outside of your son's peewee team. And even then, I'm not confident y'all will win a game.
Well, the frustrating part is when he was the head coach at Marshall, I think.
He was in North Texas.
North Texas, yeah, one of the green teams. He had like a team that had like 500 yards of offensive game.
Because they're North Texas. Who are they playing? Texas State?
Granted, but like
West South A&M?
He actually like called plays though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
The thing that's weird is that once he got here, it was like he was scared to make mistakes.
Was he a head coach or was...
Yeah, he was the head coach.
So he had an offensive coordinator.
No, but like his handprints were on the play call.
Literally, like he dipped his hands in paint and just put
like,
them on the play card.
sheet. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, "Good luck with that."
That was what was so frustrating. But yeah, so if we're gonna be better, we need John Mateer to be the guy who was at Washington State.
Yes.
We need the wide receivers to be good. We completely revamped the wide receiver room. We brought back Deion Burks and Jaden Gibson. And that's it.
You know, I'm not very hype about Jaden Gibson. He has not shown me anything, and he has not been able to stay healthy because he's slender, man.
Are you sure? Go watch. If you watch the 2023 tape on him.
2023. Yeah. That's 2 years ago.
He was great.
Which means he should be 2 years better now.
Yeah.
That's
he
how
was
it
injured all
works.
season. Because our medical staff is incompetent.
Yeah.
Jaden Gibson could be really good. But I think for the time being, if you're an OU fan like we are, you just need to go into the season with the notion that he is just not going to play.
Yeah.
And then you will be pleasantly surprised
Go into
if he
the
does.
season expecting our backup offensive lineman to play receiver by the end of the year.
Yes.
That's what I think.
Yes. Like,
Yeah. It was a rough year.
I've never seen a room get plagued by injury so bad in my entire life.
that was insane.
But the rest of the SEC, Texas, well, they could be struggling on offense. They could just have the greatest defense of all time. That's also an option, because it's Texas. And
That's Texas football.
they got Steve Sarkisian as their offensive coordinator, which means they can't be bad.
All right.
Unless you're in the red zone.
Unless you're in the red zone.
And then you get stuff.
We're going to call 4 pass plays within 5 yards of the end zone because they won't expect it, guys. We have
Sark, you
so
gotta
much.
work on this.
We have so much room to move around.
I'd like to see him just spaz out on the sideline, just thinking they'll think that I want to think this, but they won't. So we're gonna pass it. But we're gonna run 4 verticals on the 1 yard line. Why?
Run mesh spot. Mesh spot.
They'll be thinking that I want to run this.
Like they call the like EA Sports has access to the playbook, literally.
Motion swing right half back.
I wish there was a tent on the sideline where he's 1 second and he runs in and you see him bring an Xbox controller and he's just scrolling through. Oh no, inside zone, that's just a handoff. Why did it take so long to call that?
Unfortunately, Steve is a lot better at
He's very
calling
good.
plays.
He's actually
Outside the 20-yard line, he is drawing up formulas.
Dude, he's like Lincoln Riley if he game planned for the entire game.
Yeah.
which
With Riley does not do. If you can survive Riley for the first 3 or 4 drives, you're in the game. And
If
have a chance to win.
look at Washington USC the 2023 season, it started out 28-28 after the first 8 drives, but then Washington was able to just pull away because Lincoln Riley's I got nothing. That's what he said at the halftime interview. They're like, Lincoln, what are you going to do in the second half? I got nothing. We lost. Chalk it up next week.
We're this close.
We're this close, and we're going to lift up one of those big trophies next year.
You
said that, OU.
we're 5 or 6 missed plays away from being 10-0.
We're 6 drives away from winning this game. We're what? You lost by 24.
Lincoln Riley is just the king of snake behavior. he is so
college football.
He's so slimy.
No, the mecca of college football. Remember, that's what he said.
I can't wait.
I am not going to LSU. I am not going to be the next coach at LSU.
He wasn't wrong. Can you blame him for that? He was being honest in that situation. Speaking of LSU, what are we thinking for them in the SEC this year?
I have some thoughts. Mm-hmm. I also have a religious LSU fan. You know who you are. And he is very high on his Bayou Bengals this year. Me personally, I'm not convinced yet. The ceiling that I have them at is 10-3. I think.
Are you including the conference championship game in that? Or
yeah.
What would a 12 game?
12 game, I could see 10-2 with a loss in the SEC championship because I don't know that there's going to be a 1-loss SEC team this year.
It's such a tough schedule.
It's unbelievable how everybody has been. NIL has made a big difference in the SEC.
There are 14 teams that can be an actual solid team. I just don't think Mississippi State and Kentucky can. Why are they here? I'm including Vanderbilt in the decent teams.
This is the state of college football.
Mississippi State. Look, the Fighting Levies. I would love you, praying for you. But God, you gotta get something figured out.
I don't even cowbells, right?
It was
it's a cool environment.
It was such a bad job to take. I think Levy was forced out. He got a lot of money, though.
I don't think he was forced out. I think he was.
He just wanted to head coach.
I think he wanted to. Yeah, I think OU was his pit stop to make a name for himself.
Yeah,
even more so.
Yeah. I forget he was at Ole Miss before. Yeah.
With Matt Corral.
What's he doing nowadays?
Dude, I have no idea.
He's probably warming the bench and an NFL team.
For who? I'm gonna look up who he's roaming the bench for, and if it's someone terrible, I'm gonna make fun of him right now. Isn't he a backup for the Panthers? He was.
Do you know how bad you have to be a backup for the Carolina Panthers?
I could be a backup for the Carolina Panthers.
We have collectively no snaps taken in a college.
He said the name of the movie.
We could start for the Carolina Panthers. Yeah. Anyway, my prediction for them is 8-4. I think they will lose to Clemson week 1.
Mm-hmm.
I think
is that in which Death Valley?
The real Death Valley.
Okay.
Clemson.
They both say
Clemson. So they'll lose to Clemson. I think they will drop a game to either Texas A&M, OU, or South Carolina, and then they'll lose to Bama for sure.
Is that in Bryant-Denny this year?
I believe so.
Oh yeah.
And then they'll lose to Ole Miss. But ESPN is real high on.
What's their preseason ranking?
Number
9.
Yeah.
Number 9?
Yeah.
Oh, that's lower than I thought it was going to be.
But ESPN has given them a 30% chance to make the playoff this year.
That is
whatever that means.
That
I don't know. Like watching a baseball game on Apple TV Plus, they say % chance to throw a strike right here, and it's like you don't know.
How could you possibly?
What are you basing this on?
Analytics are telling us it's gonna be a home run right here. It's like what? He's just fouled it off.
And how could you possibly predict what he's?
They just see a guy in the back, just like with an orb. It's Randy with ESPN.
They've got Dreadnought the Destroyer over here.
Dreadnought. What's your prediction for Middle Tennessee State? They're going all the way. Okay.
They have a 42% chance unless it rains on Tuesday.
There's a forecast on Tuesday. It rains on Tuesday. I didn't say which Tuesday. We don't make the playoffs.
So, yeah, LSU, 30% chance. The things that I really like about LSU is I like Garrett Nussmeier.
Yes.
If he can make a step in a very key area of football, which I will go into in a second, I think he could be a Heisman winner. I think he could lead LSU to a bowl win, whether that be in the playoffs or not. I'm not sure. Caden Durham. Holy crap.
He's very good.
He's a dog.
Yes.
And
Oklahoma City native.
why did we miss on him?
We went for Taylor Tatum instead.
Good. We could have 4 fumbles a game. Woo! And they have a great home field advantage. It is scary going into the Bayou.
Do you know how many fans are
night.
drunk at that?
All of them.
All of them.
How
Every
are the
single
children
one.
drunk?
In their
Because
bottle
Louisiana
feeders,
has
they've got scotch. Low quality, too. It's straight out of the pond in their backyard.
the pond scum scotch.
Like 9%
scotch.
alcohol.
Yeah.
9%?
I don't know if that's a lie.
It's
That's
not
not-
90%.
Yeah.
9%'s like a strong beer. Not that I would know.
9% is like
You're 45,
tap
you're
water. It's nothing.
What tap water are you drinking?
Norman tap water.
Oh.
Norman Tapwater's.
Oh, yeah.
Just devastating
I do get
nasty.
drunk after I get Norman tap
This
water.
is just a fun fact about Louisiana. You only have to be 16 to drink.
Oh.
Is that real?
Yeah.
All right, pack your bags, boys.
So, yeah, it's there's some thoughts.
Breaking news: the podcast is moving to Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Anyway.
Go Tigers, spelled Geaus.
Go Tigers. Go Tigers. Go Tigers.
Rip Ed Orgeron. He's probably has a heart attack by now.
You probably lived through it.
The glaring issues I see with LSU, we have no idea what their defense is going to look like. They were so bad last year.
Yeah.
There was improvement though from the Jay
Yes.
Daniels.
Yeah, which somehow
Lincoln Riley all team.
Yeah. They have 4 new starters on the offensive line.
Oh,
That is not good
That's
in a
not what you
conference
want.
of defensive line talent.
yeah,
Like, that's scary.
yeah.
Brian Kelly, You suck. You are so unlikable.
LSU.
Everyone from the South, even us Okies, were like, that's not a Southern accent. That's not.
He's from Notre Dame. Like,
Yeah.
we know. You've been coaching in the North your entire life, dude. Don't try and sell us
Yeah, no,
on it.
you should try a Wisconsin accent before
You should have been like, oh, gee, I'm so glad to be the next coach at
gee.
LSU. Go Tigers, you know?
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Jack
What?
is
How far north are we talking?
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Big time LSU fan.
Just
This is what
I'm
they sound like
vaguely
after 10 drinks.
European.
This is what the children sound like.
Anyway.
Yeah, 10 drinks at 10 a.m.
My last big concern. That's crazy. That's insane.
What?
Anyway, my last big concern is Bauer Sharp.
Okay, wait, hear me out.
He might be their tight end one.
Bauer Sharp is going to have a breakout season because hear me out. I think whenever OU played LSU last year, Brian Kelly, Tampa rings a thing in college football. Eli Drinkwitz.
You suck.
And then,
Sorry. Go ahead.
no, I agree, yeah. Bauer Sharp, I think Brian Kelly was like, hey, Bauer, to show our loyalty, I want you to throw us a pass. And then he actually freaking did it. And I think maybe that was Bauer trying out for quarterback next year.
That was the most asinine, idiotic, stupid, boneheaded decision I've seen on a football
There
field.
had to be something involved because no one on the LSU coaching staff watched that play and they're like, we need that guy next year. Like that was.
What did you see from his tape that was like?
Well, he led our offense in receiving yards.
Oh dear God.
Do you know how?
It's supposed to be the most stacked receiver room in the country.
Do you know how many injuries you have to have honey ham hands actually
The lifeless
lead your-
husk of Bauer Sharp is like.
couldn't block a soul.
One of the things he said, this made me laugh so hard because one of the things he said in an interview recently after like one of the practices at LSU was like, yeah, I think I'm legitimately one of the best tight ends in the country.
So he's a comedian.
I can block, I can run, I can catch.
He's finding out these things. He's like, did you know tight ends could catch the ball? Did you know we weren't just receivers? We could block too?
Whenever
We played Maine. We played the Maine Bears, and he got whooped by the Maine Bears.
Don't worry. He almost had a touchdown on that trick play.
The trick play.
It was too wide open. Can you blame the guy?
Brennan Thompson, was he the one who threw
Yes,
that pass?
he threw a
He threw
dime.
an absolute dot. I was watching that game with one of my best friends, and we saw that play unfold, and I was like, I turned to him, I was like, if we throw this to Bauer, I'm gonna end it all. Guess who we threw that ball to?
I like to think that Bauer was supposed to be blocking that play, and he just wound himself up in the hands.
He wound up in the end.
He was like looking around. Why is the grass red here? Whoa, ball! I got it. Fair catch.
It was an unbelievable. I wasn't even surprised that he missed that. We looked at each other and we were like, "Trot Zach Schmidt out.
Well,
we're not. We're done."
The frustrating part is just that was where OU football was at that season. I'm the most optimistic Oklahoma Sooners football fan, and
It's embarrassing.
it got to the point where I was so destroyed by this team that I could not, under any circumstance, believe that we had a chance to win any game.
Yeah, it was bad. I expected to lose to Navy, and we did. Like
Yes.
I full out expected to.
When we scored that touchdown with like 6 seconds left, and we were like, okay, we're gonna go for two. I had no faith. I texted my uncle Chuck, and I was like, dude, there's no way that we make this work. This is not going to work.
I was at a Buffalo Wild Wings, and there was a Navy fan there somehow.
Wow.
I don't know if he traveled
Where
to
is
Oklahoma
Navy?
for the
Because
game. Maryland,
Isn't it like the
Annapolis,
sea?
Maryland.
it's in
Navy
I think
Maryland?
they play on a aircraft carrier, right?
That would be so sick.
Can I just go on a little rant here?
Air Force
It
plays
makes
in the sky.
no sense where the Army, Navy, Air Force colleges. It makes no sense. to
Army's
me.
in West Point, New York.
Why are we in New York for the Army?
And then Air Force went to Colorado Springs.
Yeah, like what is
Okay.
what? I got a chance to go to Colorado this summer. We looked at the stadium. Absolutely gorgeous. Mm-hmm. Why are you there?
Why are you not in the air?
Yeah. There should be an 100-yard football stadium in the sky.
And that's Air Force.
There's like no out of bounds. If you fall off, you have a parachute to jump away.
You're cooked. Yeah. You're done. It's like Boone Pickens, but instead of the super tight sidelines, it's death. You die.
No, I mentioned an important part about the parachute.
Yeah, I think you may have missed this part.
Wait a minute, there's no pads. It's just a big old parachute.
We're going back to 1890s football, but instead of death by trampling, it's death by air. You die. You fall.
Yeah, you just die. And also, it's really tough to play up there because the plane's going about 600 miles an hour.
Oh, it's
the
on
players are just flying.
The inertia is not going to work. That's why they run the ball so much. Because if you throw it,
if you throw it, the ball and then they only bring one ball, so if it falls off, the game's over.
They bring one.
Highest score wins at that point.
The punting.
No punting. No
it's
kicking.
Absolute. It's a nightmare.
Always an onside kick.
We got so sidetracked.
What were we talking
We were talking about the LSU. We were talking about Bauer Sharp.
I think we really said all we need to say about him. Good player,
Yeah.
good solid football player. Just to summarize.
Yeah.
I think he can run, he can block, he can catch the ball.
I'm looking forward to LSU Week 1. I think that's the most exciting Week 1 game. I could be
Other
wrong.
than Texas, Ohio State.
Yeah,
Texas plays Ohio State.
Well, I hate looking at Texas.
Sure.
Just in general.
Yeah. But if I can look at Texas while they lose,
that's one of the best
Why is the
feelings.
Longhorn on their helmets brown while their jerseys are puke orange?
Can somebody explain to me who designed their tunnel?
I think it was a gynecologist.
Yeah, no, they tried to make it look like a Longhorn. Go back. I'm not going to explain what it looks like, but just look at some of the Skycam footage of Austin Stadium, and you'll see why we're concerned. But LSU Clemson is a very interesting game to me.
Yes, it is.
Because we have two potential Heisman candidates in Cade Klubnik and Garrett Nussmeier.
yes.
However, Garrett, these are the glaring issues that I want you to address. If you do not throw more than 5 touchdowns on the road this year, you're not going to win many road games, especially not at 8 p.m. in Death Valley when Clemson is hype out of their minds.
Yeah.
He starts real slow. Like, I looked at his splits. He throws something like under 50% in the first quarter.
He throws 10% completion, he has a 10% decrease in completion percentage.
Yep.
From 67 to 57. He has a crap ton less touchdowns away. He has 24 touchdowns at home and 5 away.
Yeah,
That's unbelievable.
He's
so bad.
And on the road, he has 4 picks. So he's real close to.
That's so bad.
And Cade Klubnik, he balls out at home.
Yeah.
He throws 65% last year. He has 19 touchdowns in the air to only 3 picks. He had 43 total touchdowns last year. And this is just a fun fact. He has a 28-yard punt average for his career.
Okay.
That's a solid pooch kick number.
Yeah, he has a 37-yard punt in 2021. He has a 19-yard punt.
So if this whole quarterback thing doesn't work out,
he's got a spot.
yeah.
But yeah, I am not confident that LSU can win this game. I think I was talking to my LSU friend the other day, and I think he said they have lost 6 straight Week 1 games.
Yes, LSU in Week 1 is notoriously
I was thinking
bad.
about it that Week 1 game last year of USC and LSU. If that was Jane Daniels versus Caleb Williams with both of those electric offenses with terrible defenses, that game would have been so fun to watch.
It would have been like the Chiefs-Rams game in 2018.
Oh, that was such a fun Monday Night Football game. But watching that, instead it was just watching teams that you knew were going to fall apart later in the season.
Yeah.
Which was kind of fun to watch.
Really, it was. It was a ranked game on a Sunday in Week 1. It was fun.
Yeah.
I like watching Brian Kelly get sat down.
Did you see him pounding the table in the post?
It's cut!
Jarrell! Run it again! Damn it! It's cut!
Yeah, I have. Nick, your wife is cooler than you. So yeah, I think overall, I need to see if LSU can stop a pass play.
Yeah.
And I need to see that offensive line actually be an offensive line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at on the Bayou Bengals. They could either win the conference or be just the biggest disappointment.
Jumping over to the ACC now. Do we think, like, Mike Norvell is going to get, like, could he get fired? Because that was, like, such a bipolar 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Well,
Mike Norvell is a really good coach, I think. But he is so dependent on the transfer portal working out for him.
Yeah.
Because, like, that 2023 season, Jordan Travis is the transfer guy. Jared Verse on defense was a transfer.
I think Jordan Travis was there the year before, though, right?
Yes, but he was still a transfer.
Yeah.
Keon Coleman was a transfer.
Was so good.
Whoever their running back that year was.
And that defense was so good.
That defense was amazing.
That almost carried them to the playoffs, but the committee was like, no.
well, and then they just got absolutely hog-swoggled by Georgia.
Yeah, but
hindsight is 2020.
Yeah.
So obviously, yes, the committee was right.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they would beat Georgia, even if they had all their players. But they did lose they lost like 100% of their roster.
Yeah.
In that game.
It was
I feel bad for like the one safety that stayed.
Yeah.
He was like, let's stick it out, boys, right? And then they all left the group chat, and he's like, where's everyone going?
Lad McConkey friggin' ran all over them that game.
Yeah. Dude, he's doing that in the NFL now. Georgia has been so good the past few years.
I cannot stand Georgia. Not just because of the 2017 game.
Yeah.
But mainly just because they have not won anything for like 50 years. And then they finally get over the hump, and now they're just the most insufferable fan base. They were already insufferable, but now they're more so because they actually have something to back it up.
Mm-hmm.
It's also just hard to trash talk as an OU fan.
Yeah. We haven't really done anything
sorta.
Season. Since
2000.
Since 2000, we haven't won like the championship. And
OU is kind of like,
for those of keeping track at home, that's 25 years.
It's the OU's longest drought in between championships right now.
Yeah. The issue with OU is kind of just like, we've always been right there, but we've never done it. At least since 2000, we've been there. We went to the BCS game 3 times after 2000.
In like the USC game, that was an absolute spanking.
Yes.
Why is DeMarco returning kicks?
2008, if Bradford was healthy, like fully, and DeMarco Murray played,
we win.
And LSU 2003, I don't know what happened those last 2 games, but that was one of the greatest teams to never win a championship.
Yes. And then
Texas, let us put this in perspective. OU beat Texas 65-13 that year. Texas ended up, by their bowl game, was number 5 in the country. They didn't lose another regular season game after that. That's how good that OU team was.
Yes. That defense was probably the best that Bob Stoops ever had.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you got 2017 through 2019, where you progressively lose worse and worse because Bob Stoops' guys started to get filtered out, and Lincoln Riley brought in his soft team. So yeah, OU has always been just like right on the precipice, but haven't been able to get over it yet.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
We're talking about the ACC.
The Tank Conference.
The Tank Conference. It is not like the Big 12. It's not anybody could win. It's like, I think,
who is going to win?
Yeah.
It's
somebody please win.
Yeah. It's Clemson, Miami, Georgia Tech, I think is a
I do like Georgia
dark
Tech.
horse to win the conference.
Yeah.
Who is their coach?
Brent Key.
Yeah, he was the same one who took Georgia to 8 overtime.
Yeah, I think this is his 3rd year.
I love that man.
Me too.
He was so mad after he lost to Georgia. He wasn't Ryan Day. Losing to Michigan is like losing my dad. You've lost your dad 4 years in a row then. That must be brutal, Ryan.
Why does he keep doing it? Why does he keep... Is it like...
Just don't
Clearly he doesn't
care.
like it.
Yeah, clearly...
just
Spend more money, I guess.
Learn how to beat the worst Michigan team we've seen.
Maybe
I don't
if
even know.
he beats Michigan, he won't look so tired all the time. Because Ryan Day looks like the most sleep-deprived man I've ever seen in my life.
There's so much pressure.
No,
It's so weird because you win the national title, which should be better.
With the new playoff format, I think making the national title, like for some reason, it diminishes it a little bit. At least last year with the seeding being all wonked up. I saw an Ohio State fan on a forum that Ryan Day has done enough to keep his job for now after they won the championship.
I agree.
But they just won the freaking national championship.
Don't
that's
lose to your biggest rival.
That's like
who hasn't beaten you.
Yeah, man.
They haven't beaten you. They've done nothing except cheat. I love you, Jim.
Connor Stallions.
You're my dude.
Why can't we get him over to OU?
Yeah, we need a Connor Stallions over here.
I think we should not.
I love Brent Venables, and I love how he does his whole thing is culture, and I love that. I think that's beautiful.
But we need a Connor Stallions culture.
Win some games, Brent.
Win the game. Yeah, I don't know who wins the Tank Conference.
No.
I don't know.
And isn't that a thing that UNC wants to kind of leave, maybe? I mean, if I was a team that
Bill
ACC...
Belichick's fighting Tar Heels.
Chapel Bill? Oh. Anybody? Dude. I stole that from a YouTube comment. No! Dang it!
The ACC is wide open in the exact opposite way the Big 12 is.
Yeah.
It's like, who is going to step up this year?
The Big 12 will be fun because everyone will eat each other alive. The Tank Conference will be disappointing and sad to watch because none of the teams want to be there.
Yeah.
Like, the Big 12 is it's like America's conference. I think that's what Josh Pate called it.
Yeah.
Said it was America's conference.
Can somebody explain to me why the University of California...
They had to.
You gotta survive, man.
Look, I'm just looking at the map of America. The Atlantic Coast Conference having a Pacific Coast team.
Do you think it'd be
unbelievable
better if California just traveled west
you would run
until they went?
They traveled, and their football team traveled almost the circumference of the earth in square mileage.
That is crazy.
Only to lose almost every game.
Maybe that's why Jay not transferred.
He was so jet lagged.
Now let's talk about the Big Ten. We haven't talked about the other Mama Conference.
Yeah.
Mama Conference?
That's what they're calling it. The SEC's the Papa Conference, the Mama Conference, the Big 12's the Sun Conference.
Keep going.
And then the ACC is the estranged son that's living on his friend's couch.
No, that's the Pac-12.
The Pac-12
that doesn't exist.
went missing. They're like, help us find them.
There's a search warrant out for the Pac-12.
There's a milk jug with a picture of the Pac-12.
I just found out Oregon State and Washington State are playing each other twice this season in the regular season.
That is so sad. Twice?
Yeah, twice to determine the Pac-12 title.
Oh. What if they split the series?
Then they have a conference championship game.
That would be so Pac-12.
And the winner goes to the playoffs. It's a conference.
Automatic bid. The Big Ten is always said to be this really big conference and whatnot. And it is.
Yeah.
The teams are very good. But it really is just Oregon, Ohio State, and Michigan. And then, sometimes Penn State. But Penn State can't beat any of the top tier teams. James Franklin crumbles.
Mr. Franklin.
Yeah.
So it's kind of and the SEC is similar, where it is kind of just, you got the big teams, and they're really good. The big teams are very good. But everyone else is kind of just fumbling around. And, granted, their floor is higher.
I think the SEC is way less so, because the Big Ten...
Yes, it is way less so.
It's got 6 good teams, and then they're like, look at these 6 teams. We deserve to be our own league with the SEC. And then they're like, you've got a bunch of group of 5
You got
teams.
Maryland and Rutgers, dude.
You got, Rutgers and Northwestern.
Those are...
Oh, boy.
Some premier programs.
Yeah.
They really are.
Is Northwestern going to have a football team this year?
I don't know. They lost a crap ton of transfers this year.
Whenever you hide hazing and sexual abuse, your program it takes a turn for the worst.
Come on now.
Michigan State's doing fine.
Michigan State's doing great.
Yeah, thanks, Mel.
That one good year carried by Kenneth Walker, and then they started sucking again.
That's somehow unsurprising.
They had Peyton Thorne at quarterback.
Peyton Thorne, the GOAT.
The greatest
SEC quarterback of all time.
He almost beat Bama twice.
I think Peyton Thorne, Cam Newton go in the same sentence in Auburn football.
Yeah.
Is that right?
That sentence is the best quarterback is Cam Newton. The worst quarterback.
Semicolon, the worst quarterback. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess you kind of just by default have to go Ohio State because they have spent the most money.
Here's the thing. If
it's open though.
If I trusted James Franklin and I trusted Drew Aller, listen, Drew Aller is he's returning.
He's good.
He's probably
the quarterback people are the highest on and returning in the Big Ten. If I just trusted James Franklin to win a big game, I would hands down say Penn State is going to win
Because
the Big Ten.
you bring back Katron Allen and Nick Singleton at running back.
Yeah.
Which is disgusting.
They have Jim Knowles now at their defensive
They have Jim
coordinator.
Knowles. Do they still have Julian Fleming at wide receiver?
Don't know.
I mean, he didn't do much last year, but
They don't have
they
Tyler
should
Warren
be good.
anymore.
They should be good.
Like, losing Tyler Warren was big, but still, they should be really good.
Yeah, but
If he can show up,
if you
at
can
all.
show up in a big game,
Just
and
win one of them.
literally just one.
Penn State is the team that wins all the games they're supposed to win and loses all the games they're supposed to lose.
You're exactly what you're supposed
Yeah.
to do.
there's never
There's no overachieving. There's no underachieving.
there's never an upset with Penn State.
No.
You want to know why everybody went absolutely insane when they beat Ohio State? Because literally no one expected it. Not the Penn State faithful. Not James Franklin, for sure.
I don't think they beat Ohio State.
They did.
2016, they beat Ohio
Yeah.
State.
Oh, you're talking about you're not
When
talking
they
about
blocked-
this year.
When they blocked the kick?
Yes.
That was the same night as the Pat Mahomes Baker Mayfield.
Blocked.
Yeah,
Duel.
it was crazy.
Whatever the rest of Chris Fowler's speech was in that.
That was really good.
Blocked! I think you got the key
We'll
part
score!
of it. Brad Haley will score!
This just kind of goes
The
back to what
ref
we were
took a
saying.
swan dive at the end of that play. I'm just remembering that.
did kinda
he
dive
slid in like
backwards.
a penguin out of the frame and was touchdown. I don't know where he came from. Why was he on the ground?
Did you see the guy in the NFL game who outraced Justin Jefferson? He was Justin Jefferson got hit on a long play or whatever, and he's running across the field, and the referee just out of nowhere comes on the screen and just sprints by him.
Yeah,
Did you see CeeDee Lamb got trucked because he was being
Yeah.
stupid?
Yes.
Look, CeeDee, I love you, man. Don't step on the white paint. You know this.
Yeah.
You play football.
Exactly.
I think it
I
was.
think that's the reason.
I
He
think it
plays
was.
football.
I think it was an omen for.
The Cowboys?
That's what the Dallas Cowboys.
They're going to be in the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
and CeeDee Lamb's going to get tackled by a ref at the 1 yard line, and they're going to lose.
Yeah. No, for sure.
And the ref's going to pull off
Which-
his shirt, and there's going to be a Chiefs shirt under it. He's going to start pounding his chest.
For context, I'm a 49ers fan. I love the 49ers. The Cowboys, watching you guys fail every single year is just music to my eyeballs. Dak Prescott, please keep playing for the Cowboys. Jerry Jones, keep living, keep breathing. And then let your son take over. Please.
Yeah.
Please be an oil baron Nepo baby.
There's so much bad with that program.
Oh, it's gonna be. Oh, it's beautiful. They'll never win a Super Bowl. That's my prediction. If Jerry Jones and his son are on the throne,
Big Ten being so open really speaks to everything else that we've said about college football this year. And one of the things that we were excited about is just the whole league is so open, and there is so much opportunity. All of the quarterbacks in the SEC who are brand new starters. There's just so much open and unknown with this season, and that's what makes college football so great. Is the unknown and the chaos of it, and all of that.
And I mean, you've got teams that are not Illinois is not necessarily under the radar. They're number 12, but they're still Illinois got a shot to be. Yeah, they're Illinois.
the Fighting Illini.
Yeah.
Do they still
Which
have
is-
Altmaier as their quarterback? Is he still there?
I believe so.
'Cause-
Didn't they almost beat Penn State last year?
Yeah.
It depends. Was Penn State favored by a little bit or favored by a lot?
I can't
I hear
remember.
they've hit their exact spread every single game last year.
That is
They won by
incredibly
7.5
impressive.
one game.
They do have Altmaier. Yeah, he's a senior this year.
Wow.
I really like Luke Altmaier.
Me too.
I don't
scrappy.
know who else they have, to be completely honest with you.
I
But
don't-
I remember they were really good
No.
last year.
I don't follow any teams that are navy and orange.
Follow any
It's a color scheme for sure.
No Syracuse, no Illinois for me.
All right,
I think we're running
time here.
We're running thin on content, so
Thank you all for listening.
Yeah.
This is the second try at our first episode.
the inaugural episode.
Yeah, the inaugural.
non-inaugural
The non-
recording.
The second episode of our first episode. Thank you all for listening. You can find us on Spotify, on Apple Music, wherever you get your podcasts. We'll be on YouTube, audio only.
For a while,
yeah.
at least.
Maybe you get to grace yourselves with our beautiful faces soon.
No, we actually tried to upload with our faces, and YouTube just took it down and said no.
This is inappropriate
It broke viewer
behavior.
guidelines.
Yeah.
Looking at our faces was somehow
It
inappropriate.
was really bad.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
So
Yeah.
we'll have, our email is in the description if you want to email us suggestions about the show. The best way you can support us right now is just rate us 5 stars.
Please.
Please give us
Please
5
do it.
stars.
Please.
Tell your
Please.
friends.
Please. Please.
Don't tell anyone, but tell your friends. Yeah, maybe eventually we'll have a Patreon. Maybe
Maybe.
eventually we'll do some other form of. We might have ads eventually because
Maybe.
we're
Yeah.
sellouts.
Yeah, 100%.
We would like some extra money. on the
Look,
side.
as much as I hate NIL, if I was getting paid millions of dollars to hawk a few box combos, you know damn well I'd be hawking those box combos, wearing a Canes uniform.
What is hawking
everywhere.
Or you're just downing it.
I'm hawking it.
I'm hawking it, baby.
All of the above.
So you
All
get
I'm eating is
wings
Canes.
And you just
All I'm
swoop it
chucking
up.
is. I feel like we gave you a pretty good insight to how our brains work.
We love college football.
Yeah.
College football.
College football's chaos, and we are chaos.
Yes.
Shout out Mark Jones and RG3 for being the worst combo for television.
Shout out for
broadcasting.
just dropping it like a Kendrick diss track. That is a quote from you.
With a backslide. I can see why you got fired, RG. I can see why you were not successful.
CTE was too strong.
I can see why. How does Mark Jones have a job? He did the NBA playoffs and he said, "Around the world!" 14 times in one possession.
My favorite is
Room service!
He always used to use room service.
You have an electric 80-yard pass and he just goes, "Room service for Westbrook." We're like, what?
he has a thesaurus on hand.
He does.
Someone is feeding him the
Discombobulatingly atrocious. It's like he took a knee. Mark, what's happening?
Devastating, debilitating, disastrous decision.
My brother in Christ.
Yeah.
You're not doing well. Shout out to the Right Reverend James Richard Post. You're just a dog. I hope your Auburn Tigers actually win something this year.
I don't.
Okay, well, I hope at least there's a win in November for you against the Tuscaloosa Titans.
There's a Bayou Bengals, the Tuscaloosa. It sounds like you're running an off-brand college football game. You can't
Coach
use the
Simulator.
It's Coach Simulator.
We got the Bayou Bengals, we got the Tuscaloosa Titans, and the Norman Nimrods.
And we will see you all next week.
And as always, you know the saying. Spin it, baby.